being beaten to death is horrendous, and I can't imagine, number one, going through that, number two, being his family members and being aware that that's what happened. From reviewing the case, you had a very, very large party with a lot of kids there, and so you have the group that was with Preston, and of course then you had the other group, and for whatever reason there was a decision made to attack Preston.
When you say for whatever reason, is it as random as that?
Well, I don't know that it's random, but I just don't know that the motive is clear, what it was.
When we talked to Police Chief Bryce, he talked to us about knowing the motive. The detectives know the motive. It was alluded to that it might have been over a girl.
I've heard different speculation about the motive. Obviously, my focus has not been so much the motive, but, proving the acts themselves. But I've heard different theories about what the motive might be, but...
The two prevailing seem to be this, there was a girl, but also that one of the attackers, Renner, wanted to make his bones, wanted to be, this was some sort of initiation. There's
all sorts of theories
okay.
That I've heard.
What's up with the robbery? What did they steal?
Oh, the robbery has to do with one of the individuals that was with Preston Lord that night, and he had a chain with a medallion on it that was taken from him.
Taken during the fight or taken as a trophy?
That would be speculating on the motive, but the aggravated part is where you have more than one person participating.
Did you find the chain during a search afterwards?
That I would have to find out about. I'm not sure.
Talk to me about proving each element of the crime. What do you know how the attack unfolded?
Yes, and understand that you're looking at a group effort. And so when you're looking at, for example, the kidnapping charge, I think a lot of people envision kidnapping to be something where somebody is taken and moved. But in Arizona, it involves restricting a person's movements. If you're participating in that, you're participating in the overall offense. And I don't want to get into a lot of details about who actually did the hands-on and who did that, the blocking of the access to leave. This was a group effort to both confine and to beat Preston. The 6 people that we have been arrested or served is charged with first-degree murder. Now, there's 2 ways to commit first-degree murder. One is a premeditated intent to kill. That's not the theory under which they are charged. They are charged under the other theory, which is during the commission of a certain list of felonies, a death occurs. And so that's felony murder. And there has to be an underlying felony, that is the kidnapping. So everybody is charged with first-degree murder. And then in the alternative, they are charged with second-degree murder, which doesn't require premeditation, but it involves an extreme indifference to human life.
They could, in fact, be charged with first and second-degree murder.
It's an and/or.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you have these aggravating circumstances, that gives you the option of making it a death penalty charge.
Anytime somebody who is charged with first-degree murder, who was 18 or older at the time of the commission of the murder, is eligible to be considered for the death penalty. Obviously, in Arizona, you have to have a statutory aggravating factor. And that can be a number of things, including that the offense was committed in a cruel, heinous, or depraved way. So it will be reviewed by a senior group of attorneys, and a thorough summary will be written for me. A recommendation will be made to me, but the final decision is solely mine.
Of the 3 juveniles, what is, they're off the table for the capital crime?
They're legally not eligible, yes, right?
So what can they face in this?
Well, they can face life in prison. You know, I can't imagine what it would be like to send your kid out to a Halloween party and have him not come back. So I get that. That's why it's so important to me that they understand how hard we're fighting for them.